Coming back to Manipur wasn't an option. 2 people have died in a fresh flare-up after 2 weeks of lull. Our destination was Pallel, the place that had witnessed gunfight on Friday. The roads looked exactly the same, like we had left behind, broken by barricades and divided. As we reached Pallel, we found this: people leaving the little town in hordes. Pallel has been peaceful for the past 130 days. Here people from different communities coexisted even after the first incident of violence on May 3rd. For the past 4 months, this place had remained unaffected, but not anymore. सर, आप लोग सामान लेके कहाँ जा रहे हैं? नमस्ते सर।
घर में।
अच्छा,
घर।
तो ये बंद कर देंगे? तो ये कल के झमेला के बाद तो ये ट्रक में सारा सामान लेके जा रहे हैं सर? सर, आपका नाम बताएंगे? मेरा नाम है तमाल शाह, मैं NTT से हूँ। Nurul Islam is 55 years old. He had been running this grocery store in Pallel for the past 24 years. For the past 4 months, his shop was shut, but Friday's violence at the doorstep has left him shaken and compelled him to take the bold step, helplessly embark on a path of uncertainty. He was getting ready to leave. सर, आप तब थे सर कल जब झमेला हुआ इधर?
हाँ, झमेला हुआ था।
हाँ।
इसलिए झमेला ख़त्म करने के बाद फौरन आ जाएगा यहीं देर पे।
हाँ?
झमेला ख़त्म होने के बाद।
अच्छा, आप लोग वापस आएंगे?
वापस आएंगे।
तो फिलहाल आप लोग चले जा रहे हैं?
हाँ।
सारा सामान लेके?
हाँ, सारे सामान लेकर।
कितना पुराना है आपका दुकान?
24 years.
24 years?
Yes.
You have this shop for this 24 years?
Yes.
Have you ever seen this? ऐसा कभी देखा सर आप पहले? 24 साल में ऐसा कभी देखा सर?
हाँ, 24 साल से यहाँ काम कर रहे हैं।
लेकिन ऐसा वायलेंस, हिंसा
कुछ भी नहीं हुआ।
हाँ।
कुछ भी नहीं हुआ।
अच्छा,
वायलेंस कुछ भी नहीं हुआ।
पहली बार देख रहे हैं ऐसे?
हाँ, पहली बार।
अच्छा, कहाँ जाएंगे सर आप लोग?
हमारे घर फबक चाव में।
फबक चाव में?
Manipur फबक चाव।
फबक चाव?
और Manipur।
फबक चाव। अच्छा, और ये दुकान क्या चीज़ का दुकान है?
ये पत्थर वाला है, ये
यूटेंसिल्स।
Yes.
अच्छा, ये कल इधर पे मारामारी हुआ, फायरिंग हुआ ना?
हाँ।
कहाँ पे हुआ?
पता नहीं।
अच्छा।
मैं घर गांव से यहाँ तक 30 किलोमीटर दूर है।
अच्छा,
मुझे पता नहीं, देखा नहीं।
तो आप चले गए थे?
हाँ, चले गए।
अभी सामान लेने आ गए?
हाँ, आज सामान लेने के लिए गया था। ये आग चलने के लिए डर लगता है, तो हमारा सामान को बचाने के लिए, घर को रखने के लिए मैं गाड़ी से लेकर जाना कर घर में रखेगा, और उसके बाद क्या बोलते हैं वो ख़त्म करने के बाद फिर वापस आएगा यहाँ। 4 महीने से ख़त्म नहीं हुआ तो कब ख़त्म होएगा? ये घर है, दुकान है, सब।
ये दुकान भी आप लोगों का है?
नहीं, दूसरों का है।
You know how panic has now brought people back from far-flung places to their area of business. We are reporting from Pallel. We are the only ones to have reached to the spot where violence had erupted yesterday, which is Friday. And the violence was so deadly that it also witnessed firing, it also witnessed houses being set ablaze, it also witnessed killings. At least 2 people have lost their lives, and that was enough to ring the panic bells, and that's why people have now come down to collect their belongings. This shop belonged to the gentleman and Nurul Islam, and ये इनका दुकान है, और इस दुकान में पिछले 24 साल से वो ये अपना बिजनेस कर रहे हैं. For the past 24 years he had been doing his business here. And he says never in the past 24 years he has seen something so violent as what they have seen in the past 3 months or 4 months. And the result is this. They are all trying to collect whatever they have. Look, that's a wardrobe. Because the entire state had been so badly divided, people who are not part of the two major dominant communities were still victims of the divide, and that's the reason they are called Pangals in Manipur. And Pangal people who had almost been the buffer between two communities, who have almost been like a truce between two communities, who have almost been the connect between the two communities, are also now feeling the heat. The reason why they are not taking a chance anymore. Nothing happened to their shop yesterday also. Nothing happened to their shop in the past 4 months. But the fact that violence had happened at a place in like Pallel, where communities had coexisted, it is very important to mention here in Pallel, communities, multiple communities have coexisted even after the first incident of violence that was reported on May 3rd. And over here, this very road goes towards More. You know, this road which goes goes uphill, it goes towards More, and the moment you cross this area and go further above, again it becomes it has the dominance of one community. If you leave this spot and go further back towards Imphal, you would find the dominance of another community. But when it comes to Pallel, Pallel has been a curious a curious case, as even after violence broke out on May 3rd, that had essentially left the entire state divided, this place had stayed intact. People belonging to multiple communities had stayed together. For 4 months they have been staying together, and there has not been a single incident of violence that got reported from here. In no time, his shop was emptied. सब खाली हो गया?
खाली हो गया.
Everything packed and shifted out, unsure when he will be back again. He has 5 members in his family, and he is the sole earning member. Like Nurul, their survival will now depend on every penny he has earned or saved out of this shop till they last. आपका पूरा सामान पैक हो गया?
हाँ, पैक हो गया।
पूरा दुकान खाली कर दिए?
हाँ, खाली कर दिया।
ऐसा कभी खाली किए पहले दुकान?
नहीं किया।
24 साल में कभी नहीं हुआ?
कभी नहीं हुआ।
में थोड़ा जानता है.
पूरा अच्छा नहीं बोल।
नहीं क्या कहे, अलविदा या कभी अलविदा ना कहना? हाँ, कभी अलविदा ना कहना. उम्मीद में रहेंगे कि आप लोग वापस आ जाए फिर से. हाँ, ठीक है. So this is one of the many families who are now getting displaced because violence has taken over harmonious coexistence that existed here in Pallel for over 4 months. नूरुल इस्लाम, ध्यान रखिएगा सर, मिलेंगे फिर. Nurul Islam had been doing his business here for the past 24 years. For 24 years this was his address, his shop. He's now packed everything that belonged to him, everything that was there inside the shop, bundled them inside the truck, and now en route to his village. He isn't the only one. There are many other families following the same footstep, collecting what life has brought them to, pack them as much as they can, lift them as long as they can, and ferry them to a new destination as far as they can. Because at the moment, here, it's violence and a fear of violence that has taken over. Look at this poor lady. She has to put everything inside this trunk, lock it, and then take it. The washing machine, the mattress, the almirah, that fridge, everything they had stocked here, and now they would be taking them to a new place. Almost reminds you that song, all my bags are packed and I'm ready to go. Where? Nobody knows. She is W.S. Damte, 61 years old and hails from Naga community. But this violence hasn't been any kind towards her. Right outside her house in Pallel, gunfight had erupted on Friday and she has decided to leave, not sure for where. Her daughter is her only lifeline and she wants her to be safe away from this war zone.
We have to leave this Pallel because here we are very in danger. It is in danger. Yesterday itself, here, this is the area where they have firing. That's it.
Where are you going, Neha?
We don't know exactly right now.
You don't know where you're
We don't
going.
know. We just want to leave this place and then we will think after we cross this boundary.
There is a boundary.
There's a boundary. There's a this is our state, our country. We are living in a very we heard like democratic country, right? But we are living in a war zone. War zone with whom? We don't know with whom. We live with the neighbor people. Even this day before yesterday, the markets were running very well. They brought many things. They sell. They buy. You understand, we have friendly, but suddenly it start from the 3 o'clock. It start the war. They start firing by the I don't know exact thing, but we heard a loud noise. Might be it bomb or might be anything, so we have to leave this place because this place is insecure.
But Neha, Pallel, everybody said that Pallel was far away from violence. Violence had been reported from other parts.
It was.
Yeah, nothing happened in Pallel in the past.
It was.
Yeah.
It was, but you know that you can count what happened in the Pallel. You can count in the morgue. Okay, you can count. You can understand what happened in this place.
Damte went up and down the house multiple times.
सब अंदर रखा है थोड़ा सा निकाला हाँ सब अंदर है.
She is born in this land, married here, raised her family in the same land. One that she has decided to leave. One she can't begin to imagine she's getting separated from after Friday's violence. Some attachments are very tough to negotiate with. Packing 61 years isn't easy. She was gasping for breath. Picked up all her documents, and as she set her foot out, right outside the door and before locking the gate, her eyes turned moist. And then she did this. In hours of distress, faith becomes our only hope. She could barely speak, couldn't speak at all, as tears kept rolling down. She told me that she has full faith. One day she will come back. Both of us were in loss of words, but we shared each other's strength and hope. Like a mother would do, she gave us a couple of bottles of water from her stock. Even in pain, loss and despair, she was still a mother who cared for others. They're leaving their homes, but they just gave some bottles of water because we were thirsty. Dante did something that she has never done in her life. She separated her house keys, took one and gave another pair to someone she trusted will keep an eye on her house, her prized possession that also has her husband's memories. Goodbyes are difficult, especially when you don't know if you will come back again or make it back to your land again. Several people from Pallel share the same fate of Nurul and Damte. Both are victims of a violence that is not their choice or making, but they now have to look for a new destination, homeless and helpless, hoping they will find their way back home someday, hoping that way leading to their homes will not get lost to obscurity forever. With Rony in Manipur, this is Tamal Saha for News the Truth, NTT.